You're in hyper growth yourself personally because things are just moving.
Best friends have been my colleagues at Talentful.
I really feel I work for a company that cares for the people.
It's definitely changed my outlook of recruitment from a job that I did to a career that I love.
Talentful was started as a business because our founders, Chris and Phil, felt there was a gap in the market for how businesses had talent service to them. You have in-house functions, you have recruitment contingency businesses that can also service requirements as and when needed. We felt that there was a gap in that both of these solutions only can match a business's need to a certain size.
The key part of our embedded model that makes us so different is that it is a bit of a blend of the pace and delivery that you have from in-house, but also being an operational and strategic partner to the client. Because we're embedded in the business, we have full visibility of how their processes work, how their stakeholders engage with each other, so we're better placed to be able to advise and make suggestions and recommendations on how maybe they could do things a little bit differently to help speed up or optimize their hiring processes.
My name's Matt, I'm a talent lead based in the Berlin office. I've been with Talentful for just under 2 years now. As a talent lead, my responsibilities are to run a client on my own, or in some cases with a small team, mentoring and coaching that team to develop them, but also get all of the jobs done that we need to on that client. I think what really sets us apart is the fact that we partner really truly embedded with the client. You can really get into the company, under the skin of the culture, really understand what their motivations are, why they want to attract candidates, and then go about doing that in the way that works best for them. A big reason why I was excited to join Talentful is to progress and to grow and to learn other aspects of recruitment. After 7 years in agency, I probably thought I was pretty good and knew everything that I needed to know. But clearly, since I've joined, I've learned so much. I've developed so much. I've been here nearly 2 years now. I'm still developing. I'm on the talent lead track, and we're working through management training. So by the end of 2021. I should be able to manage any of my colleagues in any different setting, which is really exciting, and it's something that I never got from any other business. You know, I think Talentful have invested a lot in our personal development because at the end of the day, we are the product, and if we're not doing well, then Talentful aren't doing well. So it's the progression's there in everything that we do. So one particular challenge that I can think of a past client that I was working on is that they had their own sourcing team within the client. When you looked at the data and you looked at the activity that they were doing, it was clear that they weren't performing to the level that would be needed to hit the goals and the growth goals that they were looking for. Started talking to my champion about ways that we could maybe improve the sourcing function, but it was clear that at the time he felt that they were doing a good job. I think that the ultimate overcome there was that I learned the challenge was that I wasn't representing the problem in a way that they could relate to with hard data and in a way that made it very, very clear what was needed to be done. It was much more of a discussion. And I learned that absolutely when you're dealing with these kind of things, especially when you're taking into account that representing that data in as unbiased and as clear way as possible actually was going to get the result, and in the end it did. What was really refreshing for me is that you come into Talentful and you really, you can be open, you can be vulnerable, you can be honest with where your skills aren't and where they are. You know, you're able to shine in areas that you really do a good job in, but you're also able to be vulnerable and say, you know, this is an area I want to develop in. This is something that I don't know about. Who does know about it? Can you help me with it? And everybody's really, really willing to do that.